Good morning. I will wait a few minutes to see if anybody gets on before I get started. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Sister E-Toys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. It's been a little while since we've done a live recording from our Help Me Heal Ministries page. Good morning, Ladina. I love you. And so we just wanted to come on today and give you some updates on what's going on in the ministry and share with you a little bit about a story from a new book that I've just written. For those of you who may not know who I am Pam Eddings, and I'm the director of the National Help Me Heal Ministry. And so today we're going to come to you with a story from my new book. This is it. It's called The Anchor Holds, Lessons from the Storms of Life. One of my very favorite Psalms is Psalms 23. I learned how to quote the entire Psalm when I was only 5 years old. And one of the verses in that Psalms tells us, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me." In the past 2 years of sickness and death all around our world, most all of us have walked through that valley of the shadow of death. But God, He is the one who has carried us through all of our storms, all of our uncertainties, all of our fears, everything that would try to overwhelm us and topple our faith in God. God has seen us through. The story that I want to share with you today from my Anchors book draws heavily on the anchor of do not fear. Shelby and a number of his family members experienced sickness and hospitalization when the coronavirus went through their community. I'm going to share with you his story right now. And he titled his story, Sail On. For me and most everyone I know, the year 2020 was like no other I had ever experienced. As all people who attended church regularly, we had been through the ups and downs of parking lot services and online stay-at-home church with no real brush with COVID. But that all changed around the 15th of October when my wife, Labria, tested positive for the virus. In rapid order, 2 brothers, a sister, 2 nieces, a sister-in-law, and I all tested positive. Within days, 1 brother, a sister, and 2 nieces and I were all in the same hospital at the same time, while 1 brother and his wife were transferred out of state. So you see, things went from being inconvenient or uncomfortable to being a life or death situation. And when death claims people you love, a spirit of fear can leave you wondering if you will be the next one it claims. But I clung to the promise from Isaiah 41:10, which says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." For the first few days in the hospital, my status went downhill rapidly with bleak prospects for improvement. Plans were being made for me to go to ICU within the next 24 hours if there wasn't improvement. You can only receive so much oxygen from a cannula or BiPAP, and I was pretty much maxed out, yet I continued to get worse. Needless to say, much prayer was going up by many, but especially so by my wife and my sister. At 6:44 p.m. on the evening of the 7th of November, the air in my room suddenly changed and became charged. It seemed to become light and cool and extremely clean, like the air you breathe when you're in the high mountains above the tree line. Not only that, but it seemed to be alive with movement and little pops of effervescent energy, like little bubbles of light being released in my lungs. I never saw anything, but oh, I felt the very presence of God in room 442 in Glenwood Regional Hospital that evening. It was amazing, and it still is. I texted my wife and asked her if she felt a shift in the spirit, and she confirmed it. After that special touch, I began making excellent progress, and within a matter of 4 days, I was discharged to go home. Since then, I have been sharing this testimony with anyone who will listen. I later learned that my cousin had the very same experience while recovering from COVID. My experience and healing has allowed me to grow and become more aware that God will answer prayer and that the anchor still holds. My catchphrase is now the same as the one Christopher Columbus wrote in his log day after day on those long and dark days while crossing the Atlantic. Today, we sailed on. So today, this year, or until the return of Jesus, I will sail on. So let that be your testimony. No matter what a day brings, no matter what happens in your life, no matter what storm, just sail on, knowing that Jesus is with you, that He will hold your hand. He will see you through whatever storm that life brings upon you. Now, before I close this live session, I would like to announce that we have scheduled a Help Me Heal conference in Springfield, Missouri at my home church, and I'm really excited that we get to host a conference in my own home church. We are less than 6 weeks away from this event. It will be held on May the 12th through the 14th at Calvary Pentecostal Church at 2850 North Park Avenue in Springfield. We've made some exciting changes in our registration process for this conference. We're opening this conference up to not only women, which has been our usual way to do our conferences in the past, but this one we are opening up to women and men and teenagers ages 15 and up. We are not asking for a registration fee at this conference. All sessions will be donation only. Your donations help to sponsor our ministry to take this conference to other cities around the country. Our speaker for the Thursday evening opening session, which will be on the subject of repentance, is my pastor, Brother Carlton Kuhn. And on Friday evening, our session is always focused on the subject of forgiveness. And we'll be bringing in Brother Mark Morris, who has a very special testimony about his experience of forgiveness after the loss of his son, after his son was shot and killed. And so his message will be a very important message for you to hear. Also, we have never done this in the past, but because we feel like these messages need to be heard from a broader audience than what will be at our conference, we will be live streaming the Thursday evening and the Friday evening sessions from our Facebook Help Me Heal Ministries page. Also, the Friday morning speakers will be Ladina Ferris and myself, and our Friday morning breakout sessions will be, Saturday speakers will be Ladina and myself. Our Friday morning breakout sessions will be followed by a fellowship luncheon. And if you want to attend that luncheon, you must, let me say it again, you must RSVP me either by phone, text, or you can use our Help Me Heal email address, which is helpmeheal2009@gmail.com. No later than May the 5th if you want to attend. Our Ladies Ministry Director needs to know how many will be coming so she can prepare the lunch for all of us who attend. The event flyer and schedule will be posted below this video, and if you want more information, you can always go to our website, helpme-heal.com, for more information. Now, if you would like to attend a conference before deciding whether you want to host one in your city or your church, we invite you to come to Springfield. Excitement is mounting, and we hope to see you there. May the Lord bless you all on this beautiful Saturday morning.